So, if you were living under a rock, Beyonce performed at the halftime show for the Texans game yesterday in Texas, where she's from.
We played against the Baltimore Ravens.
Yep. And niggas only know that because Beyonce was performing.
You are absolutely right.
I know. Because all of a sudden, mad people on the internet, it was trending for like the whole morning. What time is the Ravens game? What time do the Texans play the Ravens? What time do you think the Ravens and Texans will go to halftime? And I was like, don't none of y'all motherfuckers watch football. None of y'all.
But you want to tell them what you did?
Oh, my half asleep mistake? I was trying to stay awake to watch what I thought was the... I was just like tired and not paying attention. And I even called my daughter and was like, hey, baby, if you want to see Beyonce perform, she should be performing in like 15 minutes. She's like, oh, okay, Dad. Thanks.
Poor child.
I had to call her back when it hit me. When I realized, you stupid motherfucker, this is not even the Texans game. This is the Steelers and the Chiefs game. Why would she be performing there?
I am,
I was trying hard too. I
with
was
the
like, man,
family.
it's almost 3 p.m. I should have been asleep. Yeah, Beyonce better be real good. And then it hit me like, wait a minute. Why would Beyonce be performing during the Steelers and Chiefs game?
I was with the family, and I got a text from my co-host. And he asked me if I was going to watch Beyonce. And I said, oh, yeah, sure. Why not?
Why not?
We're here. We're in the house. It's Christmas. There's not too much going on,
Right.
Mom is playing Christmas carols.
I'm saying.
Playing Christmas parang. And,
I was about to say, is it Christmas parang? That's my shit.
It was like, okay, well, at some point we could turn this off and turn the TV on. It's fine,
Right.
And,
Switch over to that Beyonce country music.
At one point she asked, so what do you guys want to listen to next? She was trying to DJ. She's not a great DJ. But
hey, not too much on mom. Not
DJ.
too much on mom.
She was trying to DJ. She was doing the best she could. And I said, can we put on Beyonce? At this point there was about, I don't know, maybe 10 minutes left in the quarter.
But you talking about with the Steelers
whatever.
and the Chiefs? Or you talking about for real when it was actually time?
Let me tell my story.
My bad, player. My bad. Yeah, see.
So like I'm still texting back and forth with my co-host, and I turned it on, and I was like, it's not quite time yet. It's not halftime yet, so we don't have to turn it right now. But I put it on my phone so that I would know. And my brother passes by and he sees my phone and he goes, "You're watching football?" Because that's very uncharacteristic of me. And I said, "Yeah, because Beyonce, blah blah blah." And he was like, "Oh, okay." And I'm thinking he was getting ready to leave. I'm thinking to myself, "You gonna miss Beyonce?"
Oh shit, that is funny.
And then going out looking at for what time is Beyonce or something like that. And between me like trying to look up what time is Beyonce coming on and my co-host messaging me again going, "Wait a minute."
It just dawned on me.
Beyonce is supposed to be performing in Texas. This game is the Kansas City Chiefs.
I did.
This is whoever. I don't even remember now.
The Steelers. Pittsburgh Steelers.
The Steelers. How could I forget? I know so much about the Steelers. Anyway, so yeah, so that happened. So I'm like, sorry guys, Beyonce's not performing until about, I don't know, 6 o'clock.
Yeah.
It was like 1 o'clock in the afternoon when this happened.
No, it was like 3 o'clock.
Was it 3 o'clock already?
Yeah, it was like 3 o'clock.
Okay.
Yeah, because I was like, I got to get the hell to bed. And I'm going to miss Beyonce. And I was also texting my daughter back and was like, hey, man, I don't know if you put that game on yet, but don't bother. I messed up.
Oh, okay, well, then I'm going to go. My niece wasn't feeling well. She was in the next room. She was laying there with the TV on. Beyonce to come on. We had to go tell her, oh girl, you could change it back to whatever you were watching.
My bad, family. My bad.
You had the whole family
I'm sorry.
topsy turvy
That's why
yesterday.
you can't listen to a nigga when it's bedtime.
You're right. I won't.
Cause y'all was all wide awake. It's me who was like, I'm just struggling to stay awake. One eye open, just trying to wait for Beyonce.
Now I don't know what that says about us as Beyonce fans or football fans.
Oh, I know what it says about us, but let's talk about what actually happened when Beyonce came on.
Beyonce came out and basically gave us a Super Bowl halftime show,
Mm-hmm.
which is essentially what I imagined it would be. I mean, that's essentially what they did. It was like the pre-Super Bowl,
Yep.
which is weird because like Beyonce doesn't pre anything, but you know, she probably said to her husband, "I do you a little solid. If it's gonna be in Texas, I do you a little solid. I perform some Cowboy Carter songs. You
You
know, I
think
get
that's
the
how it
folks
went?
excited. I come out on a horse. You know, I bring the gals out. Blackbird is so beautiful. I'm so glad they got to perform that. Um,
Blue Ivy's been
Shabuzi.
trending since.
I didn't see Blue Ivy. I gotta be honest with y'all. I did not see Blue
She
Ivy. And
was hand in hand with her mom
when was that?
during this 16 Candles. This ain't Texas. Oh, during Texas Hold'em. She even does the little thing with her mom.
I didn't pick that up.
She's right next to her. The whole that whole thing. Mm, mm, mm. And I
I
didn't even
missed
watch
that.
it. I caught the clips.
I saw a TikTok video where somebody was like had circled Blue Ivy and pointed to her, and I was like, "Oh, Blue Ivy was there."
She was killing it.
I know. I believe that. I'm not saying she wasn't. I just didn't notice. I don't know.
You falling off, kid. You falling
I
off.
had a lot of them Trader Joe's Bellinis yesterday.
So everybody
By the,
looked like Beyonce.
by the time Beyonce came out, I was like, "Oh, I'm tired."
Got it.
I did one thing that I did notice was that when she did Texas Hold'em and she goes up in the on the whatever that's called, but they lift her up, it just ends. She says thank you, and the video, the live feed ends. And I wondered if anything happened after that because she's still in front of the stadium, like she's still in front of everyone at that point, but we don't get to see. So I started to wonder: is that when Blue Ivy was there?
Way before that.
I'm sorry. Apologies to that girl because I didn't realize she was there, but I'm sure she killed it and I'm sure she did a great job.
Yeah, she was killing it.
Um,
That's she was trending too, just because of that.
yeah, I'll rewatch it because I honestly missed it. I wasn't. I guess maybe I do know at one point my mom called me and said that she she was like, "Where's Beyonce?" I turned on the game. But what Netflix was doing was it was picking you up back at whatever place you left off, and
Oh hell no.
you had to actually click the live button, click click where it said live on the screen in order for you to get the actual live feed. I didn't like that. Didn't like that.
Okay, I see both sides. I know my initial reaction was strong, but now that you explain it, okay, I see both sides. Because maybe you want to watch where you left off. Maybe you're
Yeah,
not.
sure.
Maybe you don't want to see the fourth quarter because you went and ran some errands. You want to go back to wherever you were before.
And it makes sense because if this is something and we've since learned we'll be able to see Beyonce again, but if this was something, just think about the game, forget about Beyonce for a second. If you're watching a game and the game doesn't come on, the game doesn't live anywhere afterwards, you would want to be able to rewind if you had to come out of it or something like that. So I didn't think it was shady or anything. I was just like, damn, this is kind of annoying when you're when you're not actually here for the game.
Right. No, that makes sense.
But she killed it. She did. She did a
As
great job.
Beyonce does.
As Beyonce does. She did what Beyonce does. You're right. I love that she brought out the ladies that do Blackbird with her. She brought out Post Malone and Shabuzi,
Nice.
and she
The
did
blacks
her
and the
very
whites.
Beyonce thing.
Nothing.
She did her very Beyonce thing. She was dressed in all white. She came out on a
Yep.
horse. She came out in fur. She had on her chaps.
Assless chaps.
It was
Right?
great. Yeah, I think it was open at the back and the front. Um, it was great. She looked great. She was swinging those Goldilocks. But I thought it was great. I mean, I don't have any qualms. No, my one qualm. I really thought that Dolly was gonna come out when she did Jolene.
Oh, that would have been fly.
That would have been dope. That
But
was my only
Dolly is not, 30 anymore. So if
right.
Dolly's gonna come out, it gotta be a real special occasion.
And Dolly is big into Christmas, and I'd imagine that Dolly was what had things to do, to be
Right.
honest, because Christmas is really big for Dolly Parton. At least from what I know about her, I don't know her personally.
You didn't
I realize
almost meet her at a party?
no, but I almost met De Niro.
This nigga's claim to fame.
No, my claim to fame is meeting New Edition. I don't know what you're talking about.
All right. Anyway, I didn't see Beyonce. I caught some of
And
the
Ronnie
clips.
said he liked my shoes.
Lovely. Yeah, I didn't see Beyonce. I was sleeping. But I did catch the clips. Look good. Look like good old Beyonce performances.
Did her thing.
Crushed, killed, destroyed.
And you will be able to watch Beyonce.
Right, so let's get to that. So Netflix has announced. First, it was that the rewatch will be available for a few hours, and then they're taking it down. And that was interesting because people were not happy about that.
But now it will be on Netflix as a standalone special where you can watch her full performance.
Netflix, man, the people at Netflix are so fucking smart. They're like, no, don't go to YouTube and rewatch it there. Keep it right here. We got you in 4K right here. You don't even got to go to YouTube for the grainy version. We got you right here. Stream it.
I mean, you know how they remind us that it's Al Gore's internet? Sometimes they say it's Beyonce's internet too, but
it's not.
It's Beyonce and Michelle Obama's Netflix. It really is.
Yeah, now we're talking.
And that's just a fact. They are very deep in the Netflix streets in very different ways. So I am not surprised that she said, you know what? Thank you, Netflix. Thank you, Netflix, and thank you, NFL, for having me. And you know what? It's Christmas.
A gift.
People something.
A gift.
Let me give them a little something. So you know what? Because they may never see me perform Cowboy Carter again.